Hey, so I wanted to come on here and just like give my opinion on AI and AI in music. And I think I have a unique perspective on this because I'm actually a data scientist. I've been working in the data science field, working with ML and AI now for over a decade now. But I'm also a musician, so I'm around people who are really enthusiastic about AI, and but then I'm also around people who are not so enthusiastic about AI. And my, current opinion about AI and music is as follows: is if you created a song and the only thing you did to create the song was either do like one prompt or 10 prompts or 100 prompts, all you did was prompting, I'm not going to listen to that song, regardless of how good or how amazing that song is. Meaning, like, you did not touch any type of instrument, you didn't do any type of vocals, you didn't play in like Logic or Pro Tools, you didn't have a MIDI keyboard and you played around, you didn't do any of that stuff, and all you did was just, prompted away and you created this thing. No matter how amazing it sounds, I'm not going to listen to it. And I know there's like a lot of other people who agree with me on that. And most of those people are either like musicians or, maybe they're friends of musicians. Perhaps they're people in adjacent creative fields, like they are writers or authors or artists themselves that might be, having a similar thing that they're dealing with on their side, and so they're very like empathetic to the people, to this group of people, to this camp. But those of us who are in this camp, my first concern is that we underestimate the size of the people in the other camp, which is the group of people who really don't care whether, a song was generated through AI or if someone spent like 25 years writing and recording a particular song. They don't care. All they care about is that it sounds good to them. And I think, like I said, I think those of us in the first camp, we underestimate the size of the people on that camp. The second big concern that I have is that um, I think people might start getting used to perfection, whether that's perfection in vocals, perfection in the way, in the production, maybe it's production in the way the lyrics or how things were recorded. And to be honest, for most of us, whether we sing, play instruments, or whatever else, like we're not perfect, right? And so oftentimes what makes a song special is kind of the imperfections. It's kind of the, that brings the humanity to that song. And it concerns me that, a lot of us, a lot of listeners will get used to perfection. And to be honest, like most of us musicians won't be able to kind of, we won't be up to snuff. And, you know, people will potentially stop listening to our music. So that's kind of my thoughts. Those are my concerns. If you have any thoughts on it, please put a comment below. Thanks. Bye.